Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark Canada and Poshmark US. Today's video is a little bit of everything. I've got an update for you and I've got some news, and I'm going to do a first quarter review and some goal setting for second quarter. We're going to start with the update. My last video was about a case that was opened and the case was denied and my funds were released, which is amazing, but it took a week. It took Poshmark a whole week in order to decide what to do with this case. Not happy with that. I'm very happy with the result, but I'm not happy with the time that it took. But that's it. It's done, and I'm moving forward, and I'm moving away from it. We're going to talk about the first quarter, January, February, March. What happened in first quarter? Posh Ambassador 2 was introduced to us in first quarter. I am still sort of on the fence about it. I haven't seen any real benefits or anything really like, wow, that's really cool. It is what it is. I do the work anyway. It's part of my routine. So it's not like I have to switch something up in order to get the requirements. So I'm not worried about it, but I don't know if there's any real benefit yet. And if anybody has an opinion about that, let me know, because I would like to, maybe I'm missing something. And a highlight for me in first quarter was being invited to be a part of a Posh Party Live panel. That was so exciting. I had fun doing it, and it was really interesting to talk to other poshers, especially ones that don't have the same type of closet I do. So it was really cool to get their ideas and just to hear from different parts of the country. So I enjoyed doing it. I would do it again. And I've never actually attended a Posh Party Live. I've went to Posh Fest the first time it was on the computer. What's that called? Viral? No, it's not. Anyway, I went to Posh Fest. That was interesting. But anyway, this is the first time I did a Posh Party Live. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time. I would consider going to another one because, it's nice to connect, with people that do this business. That was a highlight for me. But first quarter, sales. Let's talk about my sales and my sales goals. So January was great. I reached my goal. February, not so great. I didn't quite reach my goal. I was getting there. March, I decided to up my goal. Why, I don't know, but I decided to do that. But I reached that goal and went a little bit above, and that was amazing. Now, in February, why didn't I reach my goal? In February, Posh US was asking sellers to input their social security numbers. They had to do that for tax reasons. I am a Canadian. I do not have a social security number, and I didn't want to put in the wrong information. So I emailed Posh, I talked to my accountant, and while all this was going on, I didn't want to sell items and have Posh say, we're not going to give you your shipping label until you input this information, because I wasn't sure what information they needed and how long it was going to take. So I shut my closet down for 2 weeks. I chose to do that, knowing full well that it would hurt my sales. That is why I did not reach my sales goals for February. That makes sense. So going into March, I decided that, oh, well, my US closet's going to be back, and let's up the goal. March started horribly. Like, my sales were so far down, it was like I was just starting out again. And I was still listing like I was, and I was still sharing like I was, and I couldn't figure out what was going on, like a lot of us. But the second week, my sales soared. Like, I was like here and then way up here. And then the third week, way back, even lower than the first week. And then the third week, up again. It was insane. It was like being on a roller coaster, like this. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. Now, we're going to talk about the slow weeks and what I think was going on in a minute. I do know that my sales went up that much because of a closet clear out, closet clear out thing that Poshmark Canada was doing. Normally here in Canada, we have $13.49 shipping. I know, sounds like it's a lot of money, and it is. It Canada Post is just really expensive. It's just the way it is. It works out to be just over $9 American, I believe. Anyway, that's okay. Here in Canada for Poshmark, when we need a heavier label, when you need to upgrade your labels, we only pay $1 or $2, or I think the total is $5. I think that's the top, and you get £10 for that. So that's really good. I do believe that on Posh US, those heavier labels cost a lot more. Anyway, closet clear out happens usually Fridays and Sundays. And here we would get, you drop your prices by 10% and Poshmark offers $9.99 shipping. But on these special days, they were offering $6.99 shipping for any items priced between $15 and $74.99. $6.99 shipping, which was huge. This made people want to buy. People were buying. It really struck a chord and made people buy. As a seller, it helped me a lot because, first of all, people are more motivated to buy. And second of all, I didn't have to discount nearly as much as I would normally. Normal closet clearouts, I would maybe start discounting about 20%, 25, 30%, depending on how long the item has been in my closet. For these special closet clearouts, I was only discounting 15, 18, maybe 20%, and the sales were there. It was amazing. And it ended up, because I only had to discount that little bit, I ended up with more money in my pocket. So those helped a lot. And I hope that Poshmark Canada keeps those coming because they worked really, really well. I know Posh US started this hour of free shipping thing. And as a buyer, that's fantastic. But I don't know how to utilize that as a seller yet, whether, oh, it's coming, so I'm just going to share, just keep sharing all my stuff, because it was only happening, I believe, on Buy It Nows. I'm not sure. I never got a sale from those hour shipping, free shipping things, but that's okay. Other people did, and that's awesome. So my slow weeks, what was going on in March where, slow, like $200 weeks are slow for me, really slow. What happened? Was it the search? Was it the algorithm? What is Poshmark doing? No, none of us understand because Poshmark isn't really telling us. They're saying, oh, we're going to fix this, or we're going to change the search because it makes it easier for the buyers to use it and it makes it a better experience for them. And it's like, okay, I pretend I'm a buyer when I go to do a comp search and I can't find items to actually get a comp on. So today I had to do comp search on a Joie, Joie blazer. So I go into the search, I say Joie blazer. I ended up with blazers. I ended up with pots and pans. I ended up with some home goods because there is another company with the same title. I couldn't find any Joie blazers though. It was crazy. I didn't understand it. And I was like, okay. So I went into just Joie, went to the brand, and then I went to filter to women's blazers. There's no listings. If I, as a seller, cannot find items to comp search, how are buyers finding their items? It's insane. And really, my biggest problem with this is that Poshmark keeps saying they're doing it to make it easier. They're doing it to make the experience better. But they're not telling sellers how to show up in that search. If you're gonna change the search, then we as sellers need to know how to change our listings so that we show up. That would be nice, Poshmark. That's it. We'll see how April goes, and I don't know what to do about that. We'll see how April goes and see if it gets fixed, see if it rectifies itself. Hopefully it will. Coming into second quarter. Oh, no, actually, I forgot one of the goals. I forgot two of the goals. In first quarter, I wanted to raise my average sale price to $35 and above. That did not happen. That's okay. My average sale price in March ended up being just shy of $22, which is not $35, is it? That's all right. I can still work on that. And one of my goals for second quarter is for April, I'm going to up my average sale price for $25. And then in May, whatever my average sale price was for April, I'm going to up that by $5 more, and the same for June. That's one of my goals for the second quarter. The other goal that I had for the first quarter was my death pile. And I am this close. I am this close to getting to that goal. So I'm happy. I wanted it done last week and it wasn't, but that's okay. I'm really close. Probably over the weekend, I will be at where I want to be. No, I'm not going to say probably. Over the weekend, I'm going to work my butt off and I'm going to get it done and then to be done. And come Monday, I can go sourcing again. I'm so happy. I've missed it. I have visited a couple of thrift stores, but I bought stuff for myself or for the house or something, so that was fine. Okay, second quarter goals. Raising my average sale price is one of them. I will be keeping my sales goals fairly steady at what they are right now. And I want to really work on getting that routine set in stone and making sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. We are moving office space in April. We're staying in the same building. We're just moving up a couple of floors into a slightly bigger office space, but it's also configured differently. Right now, the office is just one big room, and it's got a glass door with 2 glass panels, so there's not a lot of privacy. It's also directly across from the elevators, and the elevators are sort of blocked off by a glass door as well. So people have to open this door to go to the elevators or go into the hallway. And the door clunks. Every time you push it open, it's not smooth. It just clunk, clunk. It's annoying. So I haven't really been able to film at the office. I really want to because it's a better space to, you have all my, not all my inventory, but you have my process and my photo booth, and it's just a better space. So we're moving up a couple of floors. We're going to be able to go in. You go into the front door, which is just a door, and there's 2 little office spaces, which is going to be used probably for photography and steaming, probably. But directly across from the hallway door is another door to the back part of the office, which goes along, and I'm going to have a designated filming spot, and I'm excited about that. So that's happening in April. June is usually my slowest month. Historically speaking, it has always been my slowest month. I'm not going to treat it like that this year. This year is going to be our first sort of full year really focusing on building the businesses. So therefore, I'm going to treat June like it's any other month, and I'm going to be doing what I would normally do. I'm not going to say, oh, well, it's June, I'm going to take some time off. I'm not going to do that this year. It is going to be a month like any other month. That will give me a better indication of whether it's truly my slowest month or not. And that'll be in my yearly review. So it's good to know, right? That's my second quarter goals. Really, I'm going to just keep on doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to continue doing my YouTube. Hopefully uploading twice a week is what I'm shooting for right now. I'm enjoying doing YouTube, so it's something that gives me a creative outlet and someone to talk to in some ways. Anyway, that is it for this week. I will be back next Tuesday with hopefully a haul because I am going sourcing. That is the goal. I hope everybody had a good first quarter, and let me know what you think about Posh Ambassador 2. Let me know if you actually retained it or if you even think about going for the requirements to get it. Let me know. Or just say hi to me. I'm good like that. Until next time, everybody have a good weekend. Bye.